students are also very active here, and I don't think they would have the problem of low employability at all. But I have been given to speak on low employability of fresh graduates, its reasons and remedies. I am not an expert on the subject. I left academics about 40 years back, and since then, I'm in industry. About 30 years back, I started my own company, which I started from scratch. I'm a first generation businessman. I started this company called Chemline India Limited, which manufactures adhesives and coatings. We have all India sales, and we export to some 30 countries. Based on that experience of running a small scale industry and taking it to a medium scale and today relatively large scale industry, what are my experiences with our young graduates? And also, I was asked to speak on the quality of education in Indian colleges. I spoke to my daughters who are in US, studying in US in some good universities. One of the daughters is studying in Carnegie Mellon University, Pittsburgh, and another one is studying in University of New York, New York. I also asked them as to what are the differences between the education systems in India and US. US is quite well known for its education quality. So I took some ideas from them and some of my own experiences of running a small scale industry, and based on that, I jotted down a few points, made a PowerPoint presentation. I would like to make it more and more interactive like Mr. Ashish has done. Now the major issue today is the falling standard of education in India. Some of the colleges, more and more of private colleges have come up and mushroomed, which are the sole aim of profitability. The quality of education and facility is not cared for, but I'm really impressed with the Gateway education system and its people, its teachers, professors here. And another point which I feel, in general, the low personal values in Indian society, and as a whole, the vision and clarity among students, and of course the gap between academic institutes and Indian industry, that interaction has to go up. Now, I've made some suggestions for colleges as to what kind of changes can be brought in to make education quality better. I was speaking to one of my nephews who is studying in NIIT. He went for a summer job in Samsung. He told me when he went to this Samsung college, Samsung company, the type of language they were using for developing their software was totally different. They were not taught in the college. Even in NIIT, they were not taught. So he tells me that the updation of curriculum is a must. Industry is changing, new technologies are developing. So more frequent curriculum changes are required. Updation of curriculum is required. And curriculum has to be more practical oriented. After the theoretical concepts are taught, there should be more project-based industrial visits, live demos, etc., for the appreciation of basic concepts which students have learned during the classroom lectures. Of course, now regular tie-up between colleges and industrial institutes, industrial units. Like in the case of medical colleges, you cannot imagine a medical college without being attached to a hospital, unless the students go to examine the patients, they will not really appreciate the medical science. So I believe that colleges should also have the regular tie-up with industrial units. There may be a number of disciplines, and each discipline there should be a tie-up with 4 or 5 of industrial units, so that there could be exchange of people. The students can visit there to have more idea of what way the industry runs. Industry-oriented tourism also is required. Group of teachers and students, they should frequently visit industries, undertake visits to the industries to appreciate what is happening in the industry. Of course, in colleges, the emphasis on internship and summer jobs is also increasing. I believe that internships and summer jobs have to increase. The time spent on internship and summer jobs should be higher to 25 to 30% of the total education time. The teaching system has to be more project oriented. I was told that in US, apart from classroom lectures, there are more individual assignments, group assignments, where students are able to appreciate the fundamental principles better. And when they do the projects themselves, necessarily they have to understand the basic concepts first. And of course, strict implementation of deadlines of projects and assignments and discussions. Teachers also need, in the colleges, teachers also need more exposure to the industry, more training of teachers. If the quality of teachers is better, of course, the education quality will go up. Teachers should be more approachable to the students for one-to-one discussions so that students get more interest in whatever they are studying. Teachers should take consultancy projects of the industry so their exposure to industry goes up and they orient their education and teaching based on that, what is required by the industry. Now, overall development of students, apart from teaching the curriculum, the colleges are to focus on the overall development of students, especially the life values which are declining in our society, character building like honesty, truthfulness, etc., should be taught right in the beginning in schools and colleges. If the character is better, these traits of honesty and trustworthiness are there in the students, they would succeed better when they go in the industry. Of course, betterment of verbal and communication skills need to be taught. Confidence building in students through public speaking presentations, and preparing industry-ready students through industrial orientations before they leave the college. Now, some suggestions I have made here for fresh, experienced graduates. Graduating from a college takes about 4 to 5 years. It gives you an academic degree. Academic degree is really incomplete if you do not have an industrial degree. So after you have graduated from here, you should choose an industry of your liking. It should stay minimum for a period of 3 to 4 years to have a solid industrial foundation. This coupled with your academic degree and industrial degree, you become a real industry professional. Hence, I advise my fresh graduates should stay at one place. I see whenever I employed fresh graduates, they have a tendency of job hopping. Job hopping has to be minimized. In Japan, people get married to organizations, but that may not happen over here, but at least the stability should be there. Do not change organizations very frequently. Commit to an organization. The organization also grows in the process. And of course, your own growth takes place. You get respect if you stay in one organization. So I believe the problem of job hopping has to be minimized for betterment of industry, for the growth of the industry. You may be very intelligent, you may be possessing a lot of traits and qualities, but wherever you are working, if the commitment is missing, those traits and qualities cannot be exploited. So wherever you work, wherever you go, you have to have commitment to that organization. Commit yourself to that organization. Once the commitment is there along with your expertise and qualities, certainly the output would be far, far better. I see that Many people coming to medium scale industries, especially, are lacking commitment to the organization which they join. And so I would call upon our students that they should open up their wings, give your heart and mind to the task you are given, the assignments you are given. So involve yourself more and more, go into deep thinking, try to understand the problems given to you, orient yourself to the goals of the industrial unit where you are working. It will certainly improve your results. It is not important as to how much you know. People have a lot of knowledge, but how much knowledge you are able to use for the benefit of industry and society. So that usage of your knowledge comes with commitment, your association, your ownership with the organization where you are working. So orient yourself to the goals of the industry and focus on the specific tasks, assignments given to you. Have the idea of timelines, People less understand the importance of timelines. So whatever tasks are given to you, meet the timelines, deadlines. The concept of team winning is also to be understood when you join an industry. Industry, you work within a hierarchy. So rather than individual winning, the team winning is important. Now I've taken some of the age-old traits of honesty, truthfulness, trustworthiness, loyalty, etc. These traits are very important for the growth, for your personal growth in the life. I was reading the book by Stephen Covey. He emphasized that these traits are possessed by 500 Fortune CEOs of the companies. Highly successful individuals, they possess these traits. I was reading a book on G.D. Birla. He is a very successful businessman in India, and Birla Group has got lot many industries in India. G.D. Birla always gave importance to loyalty and honesty. So inculcate the value of loyalty and honesty in you for faster growth in your career. Now another important point which I normally take, do not be afraid of problems. Take problems as challenges. Once you take problem as challenge, your determination goes up, your energy multiplies, and you are able to convert the problem into opportunity. Behind every problem, there are hidden opportunities. So take problems as challenges. Lead a balanced life. When you grow in life, you have to have a balanced life. And the most important point is the health. Spend time on your health. Spend time on yoga, jogging, brisk walking, etc. Eat light food. And mental health is also very important. More you take on pranayama and meditation, your intellect becomes better, you are able to give better results. The concept of giving and taking back. First, prepare yourself to give. Prepare yourself to contribute. And when you prepare yourself to contribute and giving, you get back. You think that you are giving, but in fact you are preparing yourself to take back. You are a creator of knowledge, ideas and wisdom. Share more and more knowledge, more and more ideas. And by sharing more and more knowledge and ideas, you create knowledge, you create ideas which are helpful for your own growth. We have a habit of criticizing. Instead of criticizing, appreciate. When you appreciate, your energy also goes up, and the energy of your surroundings also goes up. So get into the habit of appreciating, take responsibility instead of criticizing. Stay in a happy state of mind. If you are happy, you become a better creator. your ideas are more clear, you nurture your health with happiness. So smile as much as you can, smile when you meet people to become a better person. So these are some of my ideas on how to become a better, successful individual. Of course, it's not a very interactive talk like Mr. Ashish, but of course I tried to do whatever best I could do. Thank you very much.